All right, thank you very much. We're at 4:32 now. There was a tragic accident yesterday in Texas. Officials from the NTSB are still looking into a deadly head-on collision involving a pickup truck and a church bus on a highway about 75 miles west of San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, Wednesday's accident killed 13 people on board the bus. 2 others were injured, including the driver of the pickup truck. Don Champion has the latest from Texas. The accident happened on a curve where the speed limit is 65 miles an hour, but it's still unclear whether speed played a role in the crash.
And Texas Senator Ted Cruz and Governor Greg Abbott both issued statements extending their condolences to the victims' families. In just a couple of hours, Mayor Mitch Landrieu will be outlining plans. Police say a Landry Walker football player has confessed to masterminding an armed robbery at a popular restaurant in Lakeview.
Yeah, 19-year-old Ahmad Anderson and 3 other people are accused of holding up customers at Lakeview Harbor last July. Now, Anderson was arrested earlier this month, and investigators say Anderson worked as a dishwasher at the restaurant and planned the robbery because he knew there would be a lot of money. For more information on this story, you know what to do. Go online at our news partner's website, theNewOrleansAdvocate.com.
The district attorney in St. Tammany Parish has taken steps to try and put the suspect in a fatal causeway crash back behind bars.
A motion has been filed to revoke or raise bond for 27-year-old Olivia Matt in her St. Tammany DWI. The St. Tammany DA says Matt's arrest for a 3rd DWI in the causeway crash violates her bond in the case. So here's what generally happens between the arrest and trial in a DWI in Louisiana. After your first arrest, in order to get out of jail until your day in court, you're generally expected to pay a bond, take a drug test, and walk away with a 30-day temporary license, which has its own follow-up actions to remain legal. After a second DWI, if you're really that bold, a new condition of release is added, a suspended license, which you can convert into a hardship license in order to legally drive by getting a breathalyzer machine installed in your car and special insurance. But the family of the man killed in Matt's crash tells North Shore Brewer Chief Ashley Rodriguez accused offenders aren't forced to follow through with those requirements, and they want that to change.
James Blackman's family was first.
The Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office has also filed a motion to see Mott's bond increase and to require her to wear an alcohol monitor while she awaits trial at home.
In Washington.
And this next story is stuff of nightmares. A man was swallowed, get this, by a python. It happened in Indonesia. The 25-year-old man went missing Monday, but it really wasn't long before villagers saw a python with an enormous bulge. They killed the 23-foot-long snake and then opened the carcass to reveal the body of the missing farmer. Wow, that is crazy there.
That's pretty frightening.
Frightening indeed. We
have lots coming up in this half hour. In health news, how bad dental health can affect your overall health, even increasing your chances of dying. We'll meet a guy who doesn't have egg on his face, but he is keeping them somewhere special. I don't know what that meant. But Alexandra?
All right, and good morning.
Any cause.
Heroin use and heroin addiction both increased during the last decade. The biggest increases were among whites. Researchers from Columbia University also found out that the number of white people who use prescription opioids for non-medical reasons before trying heroin also went up. And trending this morning, a warning for parents after a young Massachusetts girl suffers burns after dipping her hands into a homemade recipe for that gooey stuff, slime.
Have you tried doing that?
No, never in my lifetime.
The recipe contains a dangerous ingredient that can also be found in many household cleaners and laundry detergents. But as Whitney Yates shows us, there is a safer solution to this do-it-at-home project. Well, this is a story you don't want to miss. French artist Abraham something. His latest feat is laying an egg. Pocheville, tell me now. He's laying an egg until they hatch. Actually, he's not laying him, he's sitting on him.
His latest work of performance art, shown at Paris's Contemporary Art Museum, he mimics a hen by incubating 10 eggs with his own body heat. So check it out. The endeavor is estimated to take about 21 to 26 days. There he is sitting there. And the artist will keep his body temperature high by remaining wrapped in a thick insulating blanket.
No.
Right? He will also eat food that helps to heighten body temperature like ginger. He will also be able to stand up and leave his place over the eggs for a maximum of 30 minutes a day to receive meals. But the toilets? take the form of a box beneath him, which he will not have to get up to use.
Why? What
Wait,
is
wait,
the
wait, 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 wait,
point?
wait, wait, wait. There's a toilet under the egg, so he doesn't get up to go to the bathroom?
No words.
I have nothing to say.
I have
That
no
is-
words.
That's
Bizarre.
not nice. That's not right.
Would
All
it
right.
even be interesting to watch that?
You saw that people. It was like it was in a museum. People were
we
like,
just put it on television. We have lots more coming up on the Eyewitness Morning News.
The Eyewitness Morning News begins when we come back right after the break.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us for our 5 o'clock hour on the Eyewitness Morning News. It's a Thursday morning, and rain is in the forecast. And we should welcome Duke to the set
welcome,
today.
Duke.
Hello,
It's
hello.
early. You're here.
Yes.
This is a fresh new start to the day.
It's good to be in house for like 5 minutes.
It's all good.
Well, I think you're staying for at least a whole hour, right?
At least a whole hour until your captain, co-captain Saliana arrives.
Until the rain arrives, and then you'll
There
go
you
out.
go.
There we go. That's how we do it.
I know it. And
By
we
the way,
do
when
have-
is it coming?
Yeah.
Mika, thanks very much. We're at 5:02 now when the state legislative session opens in less than 2 weeks. Governor John Bel Edwards and other Democrats will once again try and establish a statewide minimum wage.
They also want to make sure that women are paid the same as men for doing the same job. Katie Stoner joins us now in the studio with more. Good morning, sister girl. How you doing?
Good, how are you guys?
Sister girl.
Sister girl.
I don't know, we're just rolling with it. But it's interesting that these two things are both about labor. That seems to be the key for Democrats. So they're talking about the state wage, and also they're going to be talking about other things to do as well. So here's